everybody, Miss Roberts here for day 3 of Sunset of the Sabertooth. We just left Jack and Annie when they were getting coats from the caves. And now we are on to chapter 5 called Snow Tracks. Wow, oh wait, I forgot. They were in the back of the cave and they found a secret cavern tunnel. And it was all painted with like different drawings of creatures and people back in the Ice Age. Chapter 5. Snow Tracks. Wow, what is this place, said Jack. Maybe it's an art gallery, said Annie. I don't think so, said Jack. It's too hard to get to. He read about the cave paintings. These Ice Age beasts were painted 25,000 years ago. Chromagons painted pictures of animals they hunted. They may have believed the paintings would give them power over the animals. Wow, look at this, said Annie. She pointed at a painting farther down the wall. It showed a figure with human arms and legs, reindeer antlers, and an owl face. It seemed to be holding a flute. Jack looked at the book again. He found a picture of the figure and read, "Cavemen may have been led by a sorcerer or a master of animals. He may have worn reindeer antlers so he could run like a reindeer and an owl mask so he could see like an owl." What is it, said Annie. The master of animals, said Jack. He's a sorcerer. Oh, wow, breathed Annie. That's it. What's what? That's who we have to find. Why? Maybe he's a friend of Morgan's, said Annie. Jack nodded slowly. Maybe, he said. Let's go find him, said Annie. They went back through the tunnel into the first cave. We better put our lamps back, said Jack, and he and Annie blew out their lamps. They placed them back by the fire. Jack's backpack was on the floor next to the skins. He put the Ice Age book into it. How's Peanut, said Annie. Jack looked in the pack. She's not here, he said. Oh no, cried Annie. She must have crawled out when we were looking at the paintings. Peanut, Jack called. Peanut, called Annie. Annie walked slowly around the cave, looking into the shadows. Jack peered around the fire under each furry skin. Jack, come here, said Annie. She was standing near the entrance of the cave. The snow had stopped falling. In the snow were tiny tracks. Must have been Peanut's. Chapter 6, Song of the Wind. Peanut's tracks, said Annie. We have to find her before she freezes. She wrapped her reindeer coat around her and headed across the snow. Jack pulled on his backpack and followed. The mouse tracks led them between the fallen rocks and back onto the open plain. The wind blew harder. Snow swirled over the ground, covering the tiny footprints. I can't see them anymore, wailed Annie. She and Jack stood in the middle of the plain. They stared at the windswept snow. The mouse's tracks had vanished. Yikes, whispered Annie, staring up. Jack followed her gaze. On one of the cliffs was a tiger, a giant tiger with 2 sharp fangs. A Sabertooth, said Jack. I hope he doesn't see us, whispered Annie. Me too, whispered Jack. We'd better head back to the treehouse. Jack and Annie stepped very softly across the snow. When Jack glanced back at the cliff, the Sabertooth was gone. Oh man, he said. Where is he? Run to the trees, said Annie. He and Annie started running. They ran over the snowy plain, heading towards the tall, bare trees in the distance. Suddenly, Jack heard a crack. The ground caved in, and Jack went with it. Annie fell beside him. The two crashed down into a heap of branches, snow, and earth. They struggled to stand. Jack pushed his glasses into place. You all right? He asked Annie. Yes, she said. They both looked up. They were in a deep hole. All Jack could see were gray clouds moving ahead. This is a trap, Jack said. The Chromagons must have put the branches over this hole. Then the snow hid the branches, so we didn't see them. There's no way out, said Annie. She was right. They were helpless. The pit was too deep to climb out of it. I feel like a trapped animal, Annie said. Me too, said Jack. The Sabertooth, whispered Annie. Jack pulled out the Ice Age book. He found a picture of the Sabertooth. He read, The Sabertooth was the fiercest beast in the Ice Age. It attacked humans as well as woolly mammoths and other large animals. "Oh, brother," said Jack. "Listen," Annie grabbed him. "What?" Jack jumped. "I hear music." Jack listened, but all he heard was the wind. "You hear it?" said Annie. "No," said Jack. "Listen carefully." He closed his eyes and he listened very carefully. He heard the wind, but this time he heard another sound too. Strange, haunting music. "Ah!" cried Annie. Jack opened his eyes. Staring down at them was the figure wearing the reindeer antlers and an owl mask. "The sorcerer!" whispered Jack. Squeak! Peanut peered down at them too. Oh, and we're gonna have to find out what happens with the sorcerer and now that we found Peanut next time tomorrow. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. I am enjoying that we are finally having nice weather. Yay! I hope you're doing well. I miss you all like crazy, and I will see you tomorrow to read some more. Bye!